Good evening, everybody. Welcome back into Mama Angel's kitchen. And tonight, boy, I've got a treat for us. We're going comfort food tonight. We're going to be making loaded tater tots. That's right. Loaded tater tots. It doesn't get too much more comfortable than that, right? Let's go ahead right into these ingredients. Of course, our star. We're going to need some tater tots. Okay. And I'll probably use about half of this bag for what I'm making tonight. And this bag it's a 2-pound bag. So let's say I'm going to be making about 1 pound. Okay. The other thing we're going to need, I've got about 4 slices thick cut bacon. It doesn't have to be thick cut. That's just what I've got. Okay. I'm going to cut that up into chunks. And then I have one, this is an Italian sweet hot sausage. Okay, so I've got one of those. I'm going to take it out of the casing and we will work with that way. And I'll show you what we're going to do with that when we get there. We're also going to need, I've got about 1 pound of shredded cheese. This is Kobe Jack and pepper jack. Use whatever cheese that you like, okay? I've also got a can of rotel. Probably will only use about half of this for what I'm making. We're going to need some butter. We're going to need some heavy whipping cream. And we're going to need some flour because we are going to make a roux. That's how I make my cheese sauce. I make it with a roux. Spices we're going to use tonight. Onion powder, garlic powder. Some Sazon. And then my favorite here. This is a tomato chicken bouillon. Chicken flavored bouillon with tomato like in it. So because I'm using the rotel, I wanted to kind of bump up the tomato flavor in there a little bit. And then regular salt and pepper. Okay? Tell you what, guys, I am going to be baking my tater tots. Okay? I'm not going to fry them. I'm going to bake them. So just cook them in your oven to, whatever the instructions on the back of the bag says. Alright, our bacon is doing beautifully. Just waiting for this to crisp up. And then we'll take it out of here and then put the sausage in. And if you see, I've taken the sausage out of the casing. There it is right there. Now you don't have to use the sausage I use. It doesn't have to be in a casing. You can, you have sausage already that's in a roll that's already like that. Use what you have. This just happens to be what I have. Okay? All right, we're going to let this bacon keep cooking up. All right, our bacon is done. Let's go ahead and pull that out. It is beautifully crispy, too. I'm just going to put this onto a paper towel. And then I will probably drain a little bit of that oil off of here. And then we'll drop that sausage. I don't want all of that oil on the sausage. There's quite a bit of oil. So I'm going to drain some of that off and then I'll drop the sausage. All right, let's get that sausage down in there. And this sausage won't take long at all. Okay. And then we'll start making our cheese sauce. We'll be back. All right, guys, let's go ahead and make this cheese sauce. I just checked on our tater tots. They are doing beautifully. So let's go back in with some of that bacon grease. And, let me pour it towards you. So you can see here. That's about a good tablespoon. It wasn't all of it. There's what's left of it as I make a mess on my stove. And because I want to use a little bit of butter with it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with about a teaspoon of butter. Let's get that in there. And of course the rest of that bacon grease. I keep a container of bacon grease in my refrigerator. So that's where the rest of that will go. Because it just flavors up food beautifully, let me tell you. All kinds of vegetables and things like that. All right, so that butter melts. go ahead in with a good scoop. I may go a scoop and a half. Let's see. Probably a good scoop right there. That's about even. Because remember, anytime you're making a roux, with just a tap more. Your measurements on that is equal part fat to, looking for a spoon. I guess I use this one. Equal part fat to equal part flour. Okay, I just eyeball it. It's about that much. Okay. All right. Just make sure you get all that. Turn your phone. And we're going to put some, I'm going to deglaze this with a little bit of chicken broth. I didn't tell you about that part in the beginning. We're going to use a little bit of chicken broth to deglaze that with before we go in with the heavy whipping cream. I just prefer that. You know, to me, just allows me to control my roux a little bit better, because that heavy whipping cream is going to thicken it up right away. All right, let's go in with all of that. So that was about a cup of chicken broth, okay? We'll keep working this a little bit, and then we'll go in with that heavy cream in just a bit. Okay, see how it's finally out of bubble here? That's where we want it. I did add a little extra water, because it's a little bit thicker than I really wanted it. And I'm gonna work with that. Just a little bit more water, because you want this thin. Because your cheese and your heavy whipping cream are gonna come in and thicken that up some more. So, you know, if you make your roux too thick, just keep thinning it out with water. Because you want it, you know, let's see if I can give you a look at this consistency here. See that? See how watery that is? That's what I want right there. All right, let's go in with some whipping cream. And, you know, about that much. Get that stirring. All right, and now is where you want to go in and start seasoning a little bit, okay? Let's go in with a little bit of, this is garlic powder. Turn that fire down a little bit now. Onion powder. A little bit of that chicken bouillon. I want to control that, so let me get a spoon. Okay, just about that much. It's maybe a quarter teaspoon. It's not a whole lot of it. I mean, I may put a little bit more as I go back and taste it, but I want to control that one. And a little bit of sazon. Okay, and I'm not going to go in with salt yet, and I may not need to, but go in with a good pinch of pepper. Get that mixed up. Then we'll come back and give it a taste. And we'll get our cheese in there. And we'll build us some loaded tater tots. All right, guys, let's go in with that cheese. I think I may switch over. Let's see. May keep whisking. Now, I've got a pound of cheese here, but I'm ending up with a little bit more cheese sauce. So I may have to shred up some more cheese. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Let's get that going. Because I don't want a thick cheese sauce anyway. You know, I want it somewhat loose, because we're going to pour this right over our tots. You know, but it is a cheese sauce. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Yeah, I may end up shredding up just a little bit more. Because you want some to go over the tops also. Not all of it's going to go in our sauce here. All right. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Look at that. Oh boy, look at that consistency. That is beautiful. That is liquid gold right there, y'all. Yep, let's go in with the rest of that and I'll shred up a little bit more before we build our tots. All right, now sausage. Oh yeah, right down in there. Right down in there. Okay. Save the bacon. That bacon gets crumbled on top. Let's mix that in there. And then a couple of spoons of that rotel. And I mixed it up. I want to make sure I got some of those chilies. See those chilies there? Just a couple of tablespoons, not a whole lot. Okay. There we go. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful right there. All right, guys, this cheese sauce is done. Just waiting on those tops to finish up. I'm going to pull them out, and then you're going to meet me over at my counter, and we're going to build this loaded tater tots. All right, guys, let's go ahead and build these tots, okay? First thing we're going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of this cheese right on top of them there. And ideally, you want to do this where they're piping hot. Mine cooled down just a little bit while I was shredding up some more cheese. But that's okay because that cheese sauce is warm enough and it will melt them. That's it. That's enough. Okay. Then we're going to come in with our cheese sauce. Here it is right here. Look at that beautiful cheese sauce. You see that? Okay. And we're going to pour this right over top. Just like this. Oh, baby. Look at that. And it's got that sausage in there. It's got that rotel in there. Okay. Oh, man. That's enough. Look at that. Maybe one more right there. Ooh, no tot uncheesed. Okay. Then we come with that bacon. Look at that. And I chopped the bacon up just a little bit finer. Oh, baby, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. This is going to be good. This is going to be good, y'all. Look at that. Okay, that's enough bacon right there. And I forgot to tell you, I chopped up some green onion. It needed some greenery. And parsley just wasn't going to do. I want a little bit of that onion taste. So this is a little bit of spring onion. Okay, chopped up the white and the green. So more of the green than the white, but there is white in there too because I want that onion flavor. Oh, baby, look at you. Look at you. Okay, Mama's not done. I am not done. I'm not going to sour cream the whole thing because my daughter doesn't love sour cream, but I do. And I think it just needs a dollop of sour cream. I just feel like it needs it. So we're going in with a dollop of sour cream right on top. Oh, baby, look at you. And then, I know how Mama feels about jalapenos. You know how I feel about them. They got to be there. They got to be there. Just a couple of them. Not all over the place. And this is the jarred jalapenos, okay? They're not fresh. They're jarred. But they're still, oh, necessary. All right, guys, look at that. Look at that. Tell me that is not a masterpiece. All right, let me get a thumbnail, and I'll be back. We're going to taste this. Ooh, okay, guys. Here we are. Here we are. This is beautifulness. Look at this. Come on. You got to have that roundabout on this one. 360. Ooh, baby. This is comfort food at its best, all right? Let's get in here and give this one a try. Okay. I'm going right for the center because that's where the sour cream is. And I want some bacon. I definitely want a jalapeno. And yeah, that cheese underneath there melted beautifully. Beautifully. Okay, come on. Let's give you a close-up of that. You gotta try this. Look at that, baby. Oh, boy. That is gorgeous, isn't it? Come on. Y'all, come on. Come on. Here. Gotta have some bacon. Look at that bacon right there. There it is. And you know me. I gotta have my jalapeno. Gotta do it. Come on, don't run from me now. Come on. Right there. Perfect bite, y'all. I am going to share this. I'm not going to eat all this. But you know what? I probably could. Watching a good football game or something and just sit there munching on this right here. All right, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, come on in and join the party. And when you subscribe, remember to hit that bell so you get notified every time one of these amazing recipes comes up out of Mama Angel's kitchen. I love you guys. Stay prayed up. And you know it. I'll see you in my next video. Good night.